I think he's lucky in some ways, Xabi Alonso. Because the Club World Cup for Real Madrid is obviously not a free hit. They're Real Madrid. They've won it 5 times. They'll be expected to win it this year. But it's a free hit just in the sense that for Xabi Alonso, he gets this pre-season, albeit on an elevated level of intensity and prestige and eyeballs. But it gives Xabi Alonso the chance to have a look at this squad. And if there's one, for anyone that hasn't watched the Club World Cup so far this tournament, there's plenty of narratives, but one big narrative that will come out for it that will go into next season and the coming seasons is Real Madrid have got a striker called Gonzalo Garcia, joint top scorer in the tournament, 21 years of age. Everyone's calling him the next Raul. And Xabi Alonso's made quite a big call, Ollie, in the sense that in this 3-5-2 system that Xabi Alonso has, the obvious play would be to play Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe, right, as the top two. And because Gonzalo Garcia has been scoring goals, joint top scorer in the tournament, he's played Vinicius Jr. and Gonzalo Garcia. And then in their last game against Dortmund, he took off, I think, Vinny Jr. and then brought on Mbappe. So, yes, Mbappe's coming back from injury, but there's a sense, I think, that he's got 3 strikers for 2 positions, and a lesser coach with less of a status than Xabi Alonso would have just played Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. But because Gonzalo Garcia is this, he's the one scoring goals, I think Xabi Alonso is going to play him. I watched a lot of, I watched Real Madrid the last couple of games. Look, Trent on that right wing-back position doesn't really have to defend because Antonio Rudiger's going to do all the dirty work for him. Looks good. Fran Garcia, left-hand side, quality. So there's Thibaut Courtois, if not the best goalkeeper in the world, then top 2 or 3 alongside maybe Alisson Becker. So, yeah, it's interesting to watch Real Madrid. And that Paris Saint-Germain Real Madrid semi-final on Wednesday night, probably if you're going to watch one game this whole tournament, that'd probably be it.
Yeah, I think that's... it's mouth-watering. The odds are in PSG's favour, I think, just in form. And obviously, as you touched on, Xabi Alonso still, he's getting his feet under the table. I do think, as you mentioned as well there, it is the perfect way to get your feet under the table. You see it. It's very interesting. In American football, they'll have a pre-season and then teams will go off to another team and have a training scrimmage because you can't do everything you want watching your own team hit and train against each other. People get to know things. People get to see things. You want to see it against somebody else. And if anything really positive comes out of the Club World Cup for Xabi Alonso in terms of being thrown into this Real Madrid job in this way, it's having this opportunity to tinker at a competitive level over this summer. I actually think that's a big benefit for any manager coming in because these players know they have to still try and work their way into Xabi Alonso's thoughts. And he's made that obviously very clear with what he's done with Mbappe and rotating players and happy to go with the young kid up top and Garcia. And he gets to see the reaction of his team in a tournament position.